Hello people, this is Pasha Saraja and this is going to be a short video of me showing my latest upgrade to my computer. And I did a RAM upgrade, so let's see what I can and I do on my computer. So I've got three screens here. I've got a 1080 and a XVGA, I think, which is 1024-768. Let's see what's going on. First of all, I've got a virtual machine here. Let's run this and see what's going on. This is what it's got. This virtual machine is a Ubuntu 11.10 running on VMware Workstation 8, and it's got 4 GB RAM, and it's using 2 of my 6 cores. So let me play that. It will start in the background. Let's play that. Let me try to get you guys to hear it. Okay, it's asking me for my password. Oh shit, no. You click it. Okay. Okay, and the password's in. And now let's start it up by pressing enter. And this is Ubuntu 11.10 running on virtual machine on my leftmost screen at 1080p obviously, and with full Unity and everything. Absolutely fresh install. I haven't done anything on it yet. I only used it to do some C++ programming for my recent coursework. I'm going to use it soon again for my second coursework for C++. Now here in the middle we have another virtual machine. Let me take off the charger from my phone. Alright, now I've got, this is a Windows Server 2008 R2 x64 64-bit, obviously running on virtual machine 8 again, and it's got 6 GB of RAM, and it's running on 2 of my cores again. So let's play that. All these operating systems on all these virtual machines are saved on a 7200 RPM 3TB hard drive, and that's where the speed comes from, which is pretty darn slow for me compared to my original OS, which runs from an SSD, and it has a boot time of 6 seconds. So this one is just install some updates. And just restarting now. Should start quickly now because it hasn't got any updates to install. Should ask me for the password soon. Oh, it's doing something again. Oh, whatever, it'll do what it does. Okay, here we have, okay, this one's ready. So we go up and we say virtual machine, send control alt delete because we want control alt delete, and now I ask for the password and I type it in, enter. preparing your desktop, and your desktop's ready. And we have IIS plus Apache running here, and it should open. Yep, there we go. Open the server manager, which is right here. This is again another fresh install. Haven't done anything on it yet. I have been working on some servers right now, so I used to work on it as a server. Okay, so I've got Linux there, Windows Server R2 2008 here, and look at this one. This is actually an imposter for a real life server which exists somewhere I work, and I have made a duplicate of that, and so the configuration is really unchangeable by me. I mean, as in, I can't really change it to whatever I want. So basically, it's Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition, working on VMware 8 again, and it's a 1 GB RAM. So let's play that. So this is Windows Server 2003. So basically now we have this. Whoa, I don't want to drop my headphones because it is 5 in the morning and I haven't slept for the night. Okay, so that's Linux, that's Windows Server 2008 R2x64, that's Windows Server 2003 R2, this is x32, this one. Alright, so this one's again asking me for Control-Alt-Delete, which I'm going to do. Put it up, send Control-Alt-Delete, and this one's got a powerful password, because this one's actually live. Obviously it's going to be wrong the first time. There we go. So we got that sound. So it should maximize pretty soon. If not now. There we go. Okay. Just a little glitch that it didn't maximize. Okay, so we've got, what have we got here? We've got manager server thing open, and we've got XAMPP control panel open as well. So we've got, this is a live server, we've got Apache MySQL running, and they're actually live on the internet right now. So yeah, okay, so this is the current view. So that one's using 2 cores and at 3.3 gigahertz and 4 GB RAM. This one's using 2 cores, 3.3 gigahertz, 4 GB RAM. This one's using 1 core, 3.3 gigahertz, 1 GB RAM. So that's a 441. So that's 489 GB RAM used, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cores used. So 1 core is actually doing my computer main work, but of course it doesn't really work like that because Linux would really not even touch, you know, the 2nd core. It's very, very efficient. So yeah. It's not going to use most of the RAM, it's not going to do most of the things that I've given it, it's not going to use most of the resources that I've provided it. So I'm going to put everything into full screen for nice viewing. So now, right now, my mouse obviously can go from, literally from, my mouse can literally go from Linux to Windows R2 2008 to Windows R2 2003 instantly and seamlessly. But now let's minimize all this. So basically I can go up on this Linux and click this button once, and it'll immediately switch to dual screen. So now my Linux will be on 2 screens on extended. So now if I open Firefox on Linux, I can literally quite easily just have this Firefox here and open another Firefox. If I can figure out how, open a new window. So this Firefox runs here. So that's the Firefox. blah 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 blah, enter. So there we go. Google. That's two Firefoxes running on Linux. So there you go. I've got the thing there, Pasha Sarja, and the other login thing there. So it's basically extended screen on Linux. I can click the button same again, and it will extend onto 3 screens. That's 1 and that's 2. So I've got Google there, Linux. So depending on what operating system you want to majorly use, you can literally just extend that onto more and more screens, or decrease that, or you can do 2 Linux and 1 R2, or you can do 2 R2s and 1 Linux, so you can remove Linux and do R2, you know, 2 different versions, 2008, 2003. You can do literally anything, or if you want to, you can do, it's just endless combinations. So obviously with 3 screens at this point, but yeah, and yeah, that's very powerful. Now let's at this point go into let me decrease the number of screens for this. So 1 screen Linux, R2 2008, R2 2003. Let me minimize this so that we can see my original operating system, which is Windows 7 Professional 64-bit. It's got 12 GB RAM now, 64-bit, and blah de blah. Okay, now let's look at the performance thing, which I did recently at 12, which is 1 o'clock. Now it's 5:46. So for processor, I've got an 7.8. For memory or RAM, I've got a 7.8. Graphics, I've got a 7.9. Okay, so processor, I've got a AMD Phenom 2 X6 1100T. For RAM, I've got a Corsair Dominator. Corsair Dominator 2+2 plus 4+4. Okay, both dual channel pairs. And graphics, I've got a GTX 590. Gaming graphics again, 7.9 out of 7.9 is GTX 590, single GTX 590, and primary hard disk, which is my SSD, is a 7.7 out of a 7.9. That's 1.1 to 7.9. That's the scale, and I have a 7.7 overall score, which is determined by the lowest score, which is 7.7 by my hard disk, which is really a solid state drive. Okay, so here is my thing. Let's look at the processor. So here I've got CPU monitor. I've got RAM usage at 50% with 4+4+1 being used. Well, not entirely, but RAM is being used. 50% RAM is being used, and 16 degrees is my computer CPU. 16 degrees. Look at that. It's literally sleeping, and yeah, it's just sleeping. It's playing around in the playground. It's just not doing nothing. CPU usage 0%. Upstairs. I mean, not upstairs. Look up. Okay, and what else have I got here? I've got some RDP connections. Some these 3 are my VM virtual machines that are running. These red server is actually an RDP connection to that server there. That one there. It's a Dell machine, and it's got a NAS connect. Well, it's got a hard drive connected to it, which I use as my NAS, which is network accessed hard drive. And what else have I got here? I've got TS Imposter, which is basically the RDP for TS Imposter, my 3rd VM right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, and I hope you liked the video. Let me show you guys the desktops for each VMs, and then the desktop for my main computer. Let me close that. Well, the R2s are not going to have much of an interesting desktop other than a solid color, but oh well, whatever. So look, I've got, that's Ubuntu 11.10, That's Windows 2008 R2, Windows 2003 R2 servers, and let me minimize all of them. It's a little weird thing when I try to minimize, my mouse jumps. Okay, let me minimize everything here too. So this is what my screen looks like. It's my leftmost screen, my middle screen, and my rightmost screen. It's a red and black theme, obviously, from everything you see. Pretty much everything around here is red and black, including the latest fan I've installed, and the second one which I couldn't install due to the PSU coming in the way, and I still need to connect my Airflow and Airflow Pro system. Yeah, and my hair gel is red too. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys liked the video. Please rate and comment, and make sure to ask questions on how I set up 3 screens on a single GTX 580, because that one's running off a USB. So if you guys want me to send you a link to where you can buy it, then do tell me, because this is what I've got on the Mac. I've got that's GTX 580 DVI, GTX 580 DVI, and that thing there is the USB to DVI converter, which I have used DVI to VGA converter for this screen, because that's a VGA screen, and I've got it running on a DVI off USB, and it's very powerful. Obviously I wouldn't recommend playing games on it, because you'll probably get good FPS for the first few seconds and then drop it out, but it's very good for like having something like email or social stuff open on. But it's really, if you really have 2 screens and you need a third one. So yeah, alright, thank you guys, thank you for watching the video, take care, bye bye.